Welcome to Gun Owners of America, State of the Second podcast. I'm Kailey.
And I'm John, and today we're joined again by our friends at Forge. We don't have to give a big introduction. This is what, the third time you've been on?
I believe so.
Something like that.
And we are doing post Gundies wrap up.
Mm-hmm.
And we have this amazing new trophy.
We do.
New trophy.
New.
A lot of painful
I got
trophy.
to hold multiple times, but
did.
not get to keep. Sad.
No, unfortunately, you don't.
Yeah.
One day.
Maybe
you'll
one
get
day.
there.
One day.
Yeah, one
Yeah.
day.
But let's just dive into this. You know, from your guys' perspective, another big year, another fun year. How'd it go?
It was good. It was really different this year, actually. You know, the big difference was the live stream. You know, Ben was pushing that live stream for many, many years, and I was saying no, because we did actually try it 4 years ago.
We don't talk about that.
Oh, but we're going to talk about it because it's really funny.
Probably more than 4 years ago.
Ben
at this
decided to
point.
plug in
It's like
the
6
wrong
years ago.
cord in the wrong outlet, and but here we are. So it didn't work. Long story short, I was very hesitant, right? And the main reason I was hesitant wasn't about the technical side of things. I mean, that was kind of a big important deal, but honestly, no. It was streaming it where we were going to stream it, right? I never really wanted to do it on YouTube because I was afraid. I didn't know if someone said something wrong on the red carpet or someone said something that potentially went against their guidelines or the restrictions, whatever the case may be. That was a big hesitation.
Well, they straight up told us.
Yeah, and
if someone said something that went against their guidelines, the stream would be cut.
Right.
So that was kind of like an immediate. If we're going to make this level of investment, and it was a significant investment, we had to make sure the show was not going to get cut off.
Yeah, that would have been a big boo-boo if halfway through the stream, because I don't know what we would have done, sponsors and all that other good stuff. So lo and behold comes Rumble. I was very pleased and worked really hard to meet the owner of Rumble, Chris, CEO. He's an awesome guy. After a couple emails, got an awesome response. He introduced me to the team, and the rest was kind of history. You know, they really liked it. They appreciated what we're doing. They kind of saw what we did last year from the pre-recorded show. So they got a good gauge of, you know, what it looked like and the production style. So they were really impressed. I mean, at the end of the day, we're a small company. We're a small team. And we try and take on this, you know, pretty big event that has a lot of different assets to it. And when they saw that, they said, okay, we're all in. And they gave us all their support. They gave us their internal team. They helped us with the live stream. They set up our account. I mean, it was really nice, right? Because we were working from the tippity top, and it was really nice to see their excitement and see the potential on how this was going to go. Yeah, I mean, what'd you think, Ben?
I mean, from the Rumble perspective, huge help. Couldn't have done it without him. So thank you, Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
The show as a whole, I mean, I heard best year yet. Like the biggest compliment we got was about who was in the room. Like a lot of C-suite, a lot of owners in the actual room, which was cool because we're always trying to elevate the clientele and the attendees, and obviously doing it at SHOT puts us right in that kind of centerpiece of the industry. But to have the recognition from these top dogs was a very special, unique experience.
Yeah. It took a long time. I mean, it took 7 years, right? I mean, year one, we were at Nacho Daddy, and I had a little microphone like this and a $20 speaker from Walmart as our AV system. So to step on stage in the Venetian Theater and now do it for the third year, but also look at it in that 3-year period of how that's evolved, how, you know, looking behind me in the graphics and the motion graphics and just the little things in our team and the organization and the check-in and the team meetings. There's so much that goes into this event that I don't think a lot of people really understand. The hundreds of meetings and the setup and the emails and the communication to make sure that the winners are, you know, are they there? Are they not there? And then getting them to where they need to be. You know, there was like, I think 900 people confirmed.
Yeah, just over 900, just under 1,000.
Yeah,
confirmed.
That's a lot of people to wrangle, and
not to mention the 200,000 that watched online. Like that's a little.
And then do the run of show, right? And then sit there and actually figure out how to make this somewhat entertaining. Like, Okay,
Yeah.
we figured up all the logistic aspect. Well, now we have to focus on the entertainment side.
which was a big time investment for us
Yeah.
this year, because that's always all the logistics always kind of took over. So we usually threw the run of show to the last kind of planning piece that changed this year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we had 3,500 man hours. We don't even count our hours. We didn't put that into the Gundies alone from our resources, which is crazy to think about.
Stockpiling ammo can be a daunting task and cost a lot of money. Bulk buying all at once just kills the savings account. Well, now Ammo Squared's got you covered. Just like a savings account, you can put a specific amount of money towards the type of calibers and type of ammo you want and build up an ammo savings account. They have a climate-controlled facility with over 70 different calibers. Guys, this is as simple as just plug and play and forget. And guys, if you don't need that ammo anymore, you can sell it back to Ammo Squared for a profit. Go to Ammo Squared right now to start your ammo savings account. If you haven't watched it, Will got bit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was great. I mean,
And that was a big shout out to our charity, SAL, Special Operations Wounded Warriors. I mean, that's a big piece of this. We want to give back to the community. This whole event was always for the community. That was it. It wasn't to, have one company get something out of it. It was about bringing everyone together. End of story. And of course, most importantly, raising money for a great charity. And in that side, I got my arm bit. So, there's a big win there. But and Matt Lyda from 9line, I mean, we didn't even rehearse. We had, I think, 20 minutes to rehearse. So we just looked at each other and we're like, we did one joke in the beginning. He brought out a step stool and said, I'm just going to make fun of how short you are the whole time. I said, I love that. Let's roll with short jokes the whole time. And then from there, we just kind of bounced off each other. And it felt really good to get back into the host seat or co-host seat with Matt, whatever the case may be. It was awesome because that's where it all started from. And that kind of reinvigorated the energy too of going back there and looking and not just saying, hello, welcome to the Gundies, I'm Will, and passing it. It felt good to stick with it the whole time. And then, of course, once again, with the community, to have all the presenters. We tried to involve as many people as we could in announcing a category. Of course, all the sponsors having the opportunity to announce a category. And I still think one of my favorite parts was the grand prize winner this year. I picked him up from the airport, and he was awesome. He was the coolest dude ever. Like his father. Okay. So his dad was in charge of Air Force One when it landed somewhere in Texas. I don't remember the base, but when Air Force One touched down, I hope I could say this. I don't know if he's let me say this, but whatever. This is all old, so it doesn't matter. Anyhow, when Air Force One touched down, his father was in charge of Air Force One. So that meant he met a lot of the presidents. I'm not going to say which ones, but there was a couple in particular that he spent time with. This is the grand prize winner. And his children got to meet them. And it was just really cool of how this guy, never met before, picked up at the airport, and we just instantly started talking about stories. And he has watched he knew everything about the Gundies. He goes, oh yeah, there you are. Like he knew, it was just so weird to have somebody he voted in every single year.
he knew Forge Relations.
He knew
which,
Forge Relations.
Forge is the behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Most people don't know that the company name.
Yeah, it
which
was just so awesome to have him. And then we hung out with him. He came during setup. So I got to give a big shout out to SIG for that one. That was pretty cool. They sponsored that, and that was awesome. So it was a very cool experience to bring someone, because that's what it's all about. We're telling everyone to vote. Well, there it is, right? Come back, like you get a chance to come hang out and just enjoy a trip to Vegas and Shot Show and the Gundies. So it was super cool.
No, it was we got to finally see it from behind the house, which was not something we've seen before.
Yeah, what was that like from your side?
We've seen the planning.
Yep.
But from our side, we've never been backstage. It was cool watching. Well, it was cool to watch everything you guys were doing. And then what wasn't cool is I had to sit on a bucket. I need a chair next year. Can I get a chair?
A chair.
In the budget. Can we fit that in the budget?
We could fit a chair.
We can get you a chair.
Yeah. No, but it was cool because we were sitting back there and just watching the run of show, watching the people come up, hearing the announcements when we could hear them. And my favorite part is we're sitting, this was a total surprise. We're sitting there and they come up to us and they go, all right, you need to sit perfectly still. And I go, For what? Will's getting bit by a dog. It's coming back this way.
Yeah.
You guys sit perfectly still. And I'm like, what do you mean? I gotta sit. Will's getting bit by a dog? What is happening right now? But to seeing your team be like a well-oiled machine and just getting stuff done and watching and then the reaction from you from the live stream and you getting in there and then everybody coming out, it was a whole different view on the Gundies as a whole.
Hopefully it didn't look too chaotic.
No, it
behind the
was
scenes.
well run.
And
The
that's
only
the weird,
chaotic part was when I had to go to the bathroom and you're like, you've got 2 minutes, run.
You don't get to go to the bathroom. What are you
there's no
talking
bathroom
about?
break. And that's the craziest thing about the Gundies, because I mean, at the end of the day, we're a marketing agency. We're not an events company.
It's hard to say that now. But
I will
don't know.
know. I mean, yeah. Okay. Let me rephrase that. Right. Forge Relations is a marketing agency that we do events.
Yeah.
I mean, we definitely, absolutely. But event to this scale, this takes like 4 months of real, like turn it on 4 months.
Yeah, like full time.
While we're still trying to run the marketing agency and do everything else in between. So it's interesting. It's interesting. But, good times going on to year 8. So
That's crazy.
Yeah.
To think about.
I know. Never would have thought. Actually, no, that's not true. I knew it. I knew it from the second we started.
Oh, I
we
definitely
were gonna go. We were just gonna do
8
it.
years. Are you
I got
kidding?
made fun of so much in the beginning. Oh my gosh.
I don't think we ever really looked at it past. At least I
No.
didn't. Like each individual year.
No, we never did.
So we've been sponsoring since what, year 3 or 4, right? It was your first year at Drive Tank.
So that was year 3.
So 3.
Yeah.
No, that was year 2 then.
I was year 2. My gosh, you guys have been with this 6 years. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
6 years. Sorry.
It's a long
Yeah.
time.
It's a long time.
Right.
And thank you.
I mean, honestly, couldn't have
it's
done it
our
without you
pleasure.
guys.
It's our pleasure to sponsor it. It's really fun. I love the category that we sponsor
Mhm.
because we work with the guys that are nominated
Yeah.
super closely, right? Because they're covering often the work that our members are doing and our legal team is doing and our lobbyists are doing, and so like it's really cool because we don't get to know who won until we open up the envelope. I think people expect that we get like the inside scoop, and we're just as excited to see that person win. It's a genuine excitement from our perspective as sponsors. And I think it's cool. And I don't know if we would obviously be excited for any category, but there is a deeper level of excitement when it's somebody that you've worked with so closely.
It's a natural fit for the category for you guys. I think it makes the most sense, and you've been sponsoring that one since the inception of the category. I think that we started that probably.
I think it was because of you guys. I think that was.
I don't know if we had that year 1, but
No, we definitely didn't. No, we 100% did not have that category.
yeah.
All I know is you called me.
Mhm.
I think maybe you were on the call too, and you were like, "Hey, would you like to sponsor this category?"
Mm-hmm.
And we said yes, and just
Rest
never
was
given
history.
it up.
Now we're here. Well,
And now
yeah.
we're-
We don't plan to, so you can mark us down for 27.
Well, I mean, or we have something
Yeah.
even more exciting to talk about if you want to
Yeah, let's.
bring it up.
I gotta talk about one thing
Yep.
before we go. So we bring
think
up
we
the
were
next
going.
thing. I know, but
Okay, got it.
I gotta
Before
bring up
the
one
next
thing.
thing, yeah.
Before the next thing, because I wouldn't be a true interviewer if I didn't ask.
Okay.
Okay. So this year there was some drama.
Mhm.
I think Brandon handled it perfectly from your guys' point of view. Everything cool because people are gonna want to know everything cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everything's great.
Yeah.
I mean, I think a lot of it is what you would think. It's just, what's the word I'm looking for? It's what you would think a company would do. So I really can't fault and get aggravated at a lot of the accusations because most people would do that. So it makes sense to where the accusations are coming from. But on the other side is we have been saying this for 6-7 years that we don't do these things. So it kind of like feels like no one's really listening. Well, that's not true. Certain people don't listen, especially when you know them. But I mean, it's okay. It is what it is. Everything was said. And and we said our piece. At the end of the day, we created this event for our industry. That's it. We did not create this event to take our marketing agency and make a ton of money with it. 'Cause we don't. So where the Gundies goes next year, if it is a full-time brand, whatever the case may be, then it would be the Gundies, right? We have never done this to do anything more than just have fun. Listen, it was about The Office. The whole thing was made about my favorite TV show, The Office, right? I got to be Michael Scott. I literally got to pretend to be Michael Scott, dressed up, and just say dumb things. How much more fun could that possibly be, right? Like most likely to survive the apocalypse. Like those were just fun categories that we wanted to bring everybody together. It wasn't a left or right. It wasn't who shot the best or who did that or what category or put your finger on the trigger, get mad at this person. Like it was just about our industry and have some sort of normality to our industry without us tearing ourselves apart. Because we get enough of the outside industry, outside industries tearing us apart, especially from mainstream media and everything else. So why are we just constantly fighting with each other? And if something happens internally and people want to say something, listen, it is what it is. But we're not going to continue. We're going to say, hey, listen, we didn't do it. You guys want to talk? Sure. That's it. We're going to end it there. I'm not going to turn this drama machine on and keep fighting and keep doing this. The whole point is bring everyone together. You may not agree or disagree. Who cares? But we don't need to keep it going. So to answer that story, I think everything's great. I wish everyone the best. I mean, once again, that's the whole point. Wish everyone the best, everyone the most success that they can be if they're supporting our industry, if they're raising money for our industry or charities, whatever the case may be. That's what this is all about. So.
And it's the Gundies has evolved since year one from that lighthearted apocalypse survivor mindset to it actually it's something that means something, and to the people that win it. And we, for the level of effort that goes into that trophy and into the event, as things have grown, the awards are evolving too. Like we've got some plans for next year. We're always listening to the feedback of the community, of the people that are voting, of the sponsors. And I think we've got some ideas that can alleviate some of the potential frustrations, but we want to do it without losing sight of the point of everything Will just said of this is meant to be fun. We're in an industry full of alpha males who sometimes take their, what they say a little too seriously. And we want to even that keel a little bit and all that, like that's okay. We also are very aware that we created an award show full of alpha males. So there's a lot of, when people get opinionated, they get loud, and that's also okay.
Yeah. And one thing I do want to just say about kind of back to your point, not really, but, voting has always been organic. And the problem is with that comes an interesting kind of take on it. It's if you have a lot of followers, you kind of get more votes, right? So people don't really like that. They think, oh, well, it's rigged. It's not that it's rigged. It's just, it's a volume game. Right?
Or if you activate your audience.
Right. But what we will tell everyone that goes, oh, I didn't get nominated or I didn't win. What did happen, and this was the entire purpose of this whole event, was to create a Rolodex of individuals that were otherwise, I hate this word, shadow banned. Please, dear God, I hate shadow banned, but had restrictions on traditional platforms. People that were making amazing content. Not everyone was able to see them because unfortunately they were working within their own bubble. And that's just is what it is. So what's happening is in categories that creators with large followings were in, their fans or their followers or whatever, the people that watch them were going to see them. But what's happening is they have to see every single other person in that category that they might not have seen before. So people are now going and looking at these other people they didn't know. So you're taking someone else's platform, bringing them over to the Gundies, looking at all these other people that they didn't know existed because of mainstream media said, nope, we're not going to support the gun industry. So we're going to put you guys in a little box, whatever they do. So that is a big win. Yes, you didn't win, or yes, maybe you didn't become top 5, but you 100% had more eyes on you that didn't probably see you before, or maybe would have taken something else, or you had to collaborate with someone, right? I'm not saying it's impossible. There's 100 ways to get seen, of course. But this was just another avenue for people that were doing amazing things for our community, amazing things for our industry, and potentially weren't seen by everyone. So we were trying to grow our community together by using everyone. So the Gundies isn't about taking home a Gundies. Yes, that's awesome, right? Each one we hand make. It means a lot to us. Of course, you have followers, of course. But you have followers for a reason. You grew that, you've put your time in. That's fine, right? That is what it is. But just because you missed top 5 or you're 6th or 7th or 8th, you're still part of this entire community that brings everyone together. And most importantly, you are invited to the event. You're not isolated from this event. The whole point of the event is to network together. Just because you aren't top 5 doesn't mean you shouldn't come and network and meet new people, meet new companies, meet new sponsors. That's what this is all about, is bringing everyone together. So, there were certain people that were fixated. They were upset that they weren't top 5 or they didn't win. It's okay. Who cares? We're doing this together. And, now we might have some other events that do some more fun things. So that is the entire concept of what we do or what we've done. And truly all we are is we're just the 2 idiots that get to put this thing on, right? We're the ones. I have countless burns on my hands and ruined many of clothes pouring hot pewter into a smelting machine, right, to do this. So, that's my spiel.
As liberty-loving Americans, we know how important it is to put your money where your values are, and that is why we are proud to partner with Right to Bear. Right to Bear is a cornerstone in the community for self-defense protection, and we are proud to be offering an exclusive discount.
Use code GOA at checkout to save 15% off the lifetime of your membership. Again, that's code GOA to save 15% off on the lifetime of your membership.
Just a look behind the curtain, maybe, a little too much of a look behind the curtain, but every single year we have this internal battle of, are we going to do this again? Yeah. Is this worth the headache? Is this worth the people that are frustrated about it, or just the level of effort from taking resources away from what funds all of this, which is Forge? And do we just hang up our hat and call it a day, And for whatever reason, we just keep doubling. I mean, we know the reason. The reason is because we believe in this industry and we believe in the community, and we want to see the community grow, because that's going to benefit all of us, right? The more people that buy guns, the more freedom that's out there. Like it's a win-win-win. And then ultimately, yes, selfishly, there are benefits to that of us getting more clients, and the closest thing to the closest benefit for us is that it's our advertising from Forge, for Forge. Mm-hmm. We don't need the general consumer, the voter, to know who we are, but the companies that are working with Gundies or attend the event, if they know who we are, that opens up potential doors to work with them in the future.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to say 2 things, and then I'll let Kailey talk. It'll be her turn. So we were behind the stage doing all the interviews with the winners. I don't think there was not one who was genuinely surprised, excited. I mean, Hickok won an award. That man was so excited to win an award, and he's got 10 million subs. Like, the guy's got Colian, same thing. Super Such, same thing. Everybody who came backstage, there was not one person who was just over the top excited about everything. And then the same thing you mentioned about the followers and getting things, I've seen it myself. I've seen the sub count go up once the Gundies get posted. It works, and it's bringing the community together. Now I'll let Kailey talk. Now that I've taken up most of this podcast.
It's okay, because I appreciate the recap, but I'm so excited about what the rest of 2026 looks like, and 2027. do we want to make an announcement?
Sure.
do
Love
it.
to. Yeah.
All right.
Do you want to make the announcement or you want me to?
Go for it. It's all you.
Okay. Well, I guess the first piece is the Gundies is no longer going to be turned off. So historically speaking, after the event, we send out the trophies and we give all the winners their prizes, the voters their prizes, and then we turn it off. And then we all go, ah.
Yeah, meaning Ben and Will just
Yeah, we take a little breath.
Yeah, take a 3-month nap before we think about it again.
Yeah, which is not good.
Probably more
Right.
like a 6-month nap. To be
Yeah,
honest.
6 month nap, and then we scramble. We're no longer taking a nap. We have decided to go all in with the Gundies. Completely separating it from Forge, which it already is, but it's going to be a brand in itself. And with that's going to start another event on top of the awards, and with our fantastic partners that we love very much that have supported us for a very long time. We are going to be doing an event at GOA Goals, and that is going to be a trivia night. And we're staying in line with the office because, of course, Andy, when he was manager, he took the team because he was down on paper sales. So he found out Oscar was going to be doing a trivia night with a $2,500 cash prize. So he took the entire office to try and win this to make up paper sales. So in that fashion, with the questions there, of course, it's going to be based around the 2A industry, possibly some Gundies things, possibly some GOA. Can't tell you guys, but we are very excited to announce the Gundies' first ever trivia night. Now, really excited about this because, of course, all the attendees of Goals are going to partake in that. They can come, hang out. They can get their, what do you call those things? The sign up, the little things you write on to do your trivia stuff. But we're going to also be working with Rumble, and we're going to kind of, we don't know the 100% details on that, so I don't want to say something and all of a sudden it doesn't happen, but it's going to be a really fun event. And so that's the next big announcement for the Gundies, is being partnered with Goals and being there. So, yeah.
I know we're all super excited on the GOA side. I think our members are going to be so excited to have the opportunity to play trivia with like-minded individuals and nerd out a bit. There's not a whole lot of spaces where we can, talk about all of the nuances in the industry and all of the innovation that's come out and the people who've really shaped the 2A culture for generations. So we're super excited. I know our members are going to be excited to have the opportunity to win their own Gundie. Because, I think that everybody wants to have some hardware on their shelf.
There will be some really cool prizes. We've started conversations with some awesome sponsors. So it's not going to be your standard trivia where you win.
Yeah.
I don't know what you win in standard trivia. Like a high
I think
five.
you win a high five and a $20 bar tab.
Listen.
Oh no, we're doing cool, and we're gonna have random prizes. We're gonna keep this thing going. Yeah, maybe do 50 push-ups, you might get a prize. I don't know, or maybe do some jumping jacks, right? But I don't know. Whatever the case, we're gonna have fun. So it's not
Are you
just
hosting this?
I think I am.
Actually?
Possibly. I like trivia. I'm all about this.
I
So
know
are
you do
you
trivia
going to
like
ask
every
a
week.
question while getting bit by a dog?
Oh no, but I was thinking that maybe we could do taser,
Yes.
right?
Well, he said it.
Are you
He
getting
said it.
tasers?
I'll get tasered. Sure. Really, you guys? How long have you known me for?
You're just on the ground. And the answer is it's going to be unique. That's
Yes.
kind of the goal.
Yeah.
With the Gundies, with this evolution of the Gundies, it's going to be more than just the awards.
There's gonna be a lot
obviously.
of awesome prizes you can
Yeah.
win, right?
But-
Because we've always involved great sponsors, and there's gonna be sponsors, of course, part of that. And big shout out to our title sponsor. I know big part of you guys, PSA, Palmetto State Armory. So it's gonna be fun. So don't think, oh, it's a trivia night, we're gonna win a $20 gift card. No, you're not gonna win a $20 gift
Walking away
card.
with some guns.
Yeah, you're gonna go home
maybe-
with some cool
maybe
stuff,
a trip
and we're
or
gonna do
two.
it because we know there's going to be obviously the live audience that's there in person, and potentially there could be an audience at home watching. We don't know. So we, of course, think about that. And especially Goals is really big. There's going to be a lot of people. So we don't want to just have 3 prizes and then all these people show up and they're like, well, what did we get? We want to make sure we take care of the community, think about everyone that's attending, have a great head count so that a percentage of people, maybe not everyone can win, unfortunately. Maybe we'll get a sticker or a patch, but, can win some cool prizes. So bring everybody together. So
Obviously, the charity
Start
component.
building your team now. You got to
Yes.
have all of the.
Just
Yes.
get all the gun nerds. And if,
Yeah.
if our gun broker friends are listening, you are not allowed to attend.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so sorry.
I mean, there's going to be some like crazy. Just think of the categories and think of what that category represents to what type of questions could come off of those categories. Right. But there's going to be some nerdy stuff. There's definitely going to be movies. 100% there's going to be movie stuff. There's going to be history stuff. There's going to be cool, stuff. And I think we'll probably do most of it multiple choice. I think most trivia is multiple choice because I think some of them you would never.
Yeah,
Ever know?
I think that's the best way.
All
to
right.
do it.
I'm just going to put this out here. We are kids of the 90s.
Yeah.
You need to do like a who's that Pokemon, but with guns.
I don't even know what Pokemon is.
What's the gun? And just do the black silhouette outline so you can
that's
answer
good.
that.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, that's pretty
That's
good.
a great idea.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's just an outline of an AR-15. Guess the manufacturer.
Or like
What?
even a photo of an actor and then his hands blurred out to what gun it is, and you have to take a guess. Remember what gun that is? Ooh, that's a
We
good
have
one.
we have to figure that part out, right? We haven't really dug into that piece yet.
Well,
on,
that's why
like,
we're
what
talking
the
about it now,
questions
right?
are
The
gonna
whole
be.
point is we're pot committed because we're not going to do this
'cause
podcast.
now we put this out there.
Yeah, we put this out there.
Yeah.
Right? Because normally we would have just, me and Ben would have been like, where Homer Simpson goes into the bush line and just kind of puts his head back. That's pretty much me and Ben after the Gundies. We find a big bush line. Just go,
All
Yeah.
So this is GOA. It's a grassroots organization. We know you guys are going to come up with your own questions and stuff. So I'm going to do this now. Comment on YouTube, Rumble, Instagram, what categories there should be.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
we can
remember, you guys
grassroots.
are part of this too.
Yeah.
You guys are part, we're like,
Oh, yeah.
so these are, to be very clear, this is a GOA or Goals Gundies event. So you guys come up with questions too. Don't make us do everything.
Oh, no. I've got all the
She's
questions.
okay, perfect.
You'll see.
Wait, so that means you're going to co-host with me? So that means you're going to get tasered.
Can I co-host?
Or are we all going to?
No, I'm not
Are
going
we
to
all going to do
tasered
this?
again.
I
Never
would
again.
love to see
Wait,
Ben.
can we? Yeah.
I would absolutely love to see Ben because he's always in the behind
Yeah,
the
that's how I like
scenes.
it.
Why can't we
let's
do
keep
this?
it
Why
I'm
can't this
down.
be the crew? Because trivia is fun. You don't need
Yes.
to have one host. Like we could bring people on stage. We could have fun with them. Like this. See, I like this. Like I'm getting a good vibe here.
Yeah.
The chairs are a good vibe. Maybe we'll bring the M2. We'll put the M2 up, and that could be our footrest.
Oh, yeah.
The Madus. Yeah, that'd be cool. I don't know if they would. I don't know if the venue would let us pull that one.
I don't know how well that'll go.
We can get a prop. We know some people with props. But this would be fun. This would be a fun setting.
No,
the
this is
energy's
what gets
high.
dangerous. See what's happening right now?
Right,
He's
and then we
getting
could have like
excited.
maybe we could do a little wheel. You know those spinning wheels like in Practical Jokers. We'll do a little wheel, and then you have to read the next category with like something that's impeding you, like a taser or a dog
I'm not
collar
getting
around your neck,
tased
like
again.
something like that.
a dog
No.
collar around your
No.
neck. Oh my
This
god!
is going a little far.
I'm gonna jump out of this.
Pepper spray,
I mean, Will, you can do whatever you
right?
want
But
to be
anyone
done
in the
to you.
circle
We're gonna-
is in the same realm. That's how it works. You can't just put it on one person. If you're in the circle, it's a circle of trust. So we're all together on this. That we're all going to get.
all like 500 people attending just in the circle of
Our
trust.
lawyers.
Oh, 100%. All 500. Bring those numbers up, buddy. It's goals. We're going to goals.
It's finding
We're
a
going to
ven-
get
it's
like
finding a venue. that can host.
1,500. Oh, come on. I thought we already had the venue.
Yeah, we got the
Yeah, we got the venue.
You're good.
I thought it was 500.
No.
Okay.
No. Guys, you hearing that? Come on.
For legal
Goals
discretion-
2026.
Here we
It'll be
go.
fun.
Hey, we'll make it work, right? No matter how many show up.
GOA does not endorse the tasing of Will, just for our lawyers.
Ben does.
Look, Penda.
Okay. All right. I'll make a little deal. I'm directly talk to this camera. If we can get what's a good like number we're getting on average on a podcast?
Oh, I don't know. You're
We
playing
could-
you're playing a dangerous game with modern social
I know.
media.
I know.
15. Let's go 1,500.
That seems very low. Whoa, guy.
What's the
I'm
bet?
getting tased
Wait, what's
here.
the bet?
Getting tased.
I thought
getting tased.
I thought you were getting tased either way.
Yeah, but I would really get tased if we hit.
What
we
is
hit
the
our goal.
difference between getting tased and really getting tased?
I need
Because we could slip it by, and like it didn't happen. I'm like, oh yeah, we didn't find a taser, right? I'm committing.
What does that even mean?
I'm committing to this tasing.
Committed. You're already committed.
Yeah, but now it's a real commitment.
Now you're just looking for excuses.
You know,
Not
we
looking
got,
for
we've got
excuses.
friends over at Exxon. We can make this happen.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
What are you going to say? I'm saying 1,500. That's a good number.
Could we do it like a taser duel?
No.
Wait, what were you? I'm curious to hear what you were going to say.
Because they're just going to end poorly for everybody.
Sorry. Moving on.
Oh my gosh!
Moving
What the thing is, I don't know if the venue will allow tasing. We'll have to find that out
It'll
first.
be filmed at an earlier time and date.
We could just just in the side.
Yeah, we don't have to do. Okay, hold on. It doesn't have to be.
We can edit this part of the conversation out if we need to.
It doesn't have to be the prong.
We can move
Yeah,
on.
It can be just the handheld. Zzz.
yeah.
That's fine. Come on. Who hasn't
But
taken
I
one of
think
those before?
1,500 is rookie numbers. I think it needs to get like
15,000.
I think 10,000 likes on it
Perfect.
is
Okay,
a much better
10,000
number.
likes, and you can take a handheld, full power taser, whack me while I have to do a trivia question.
Who is you?
Who's who? What do you mean?
Who's tasing
who?
you?
I'm you.
Whoever
wants to tase me. You guys can fight over it.
How many times?
I have to try and do a category. I have to attempt to do a trivia question while getting tased.
By one person.
Ben, I vote you.
Okay,
as
well,
tribute
like
for
all three of you
taste.
can't gang up and tase me. I'm not going to make it through
Oh, I
that.
thought it was gonna be like an attendee.
No, liability potentially.
Yeah.
Let's just.
I think it
know
has
you
to-
want to do it. I know Ben really. He's
Yeah.
itching. He just doesn't want to say it. So we'll let Ben tase me.
So we're gonna make this clear. So
Yep.
EMS and ADs will be available on stage and if needed.
I do want to just kind of focus in on this Saturday night of goals.
Mhm.
And last year we doubled our attendance at goals. We had 15,000 members plus spouses and kid passes and content creators and everybody. It was a fun time. This year with our 50th anniversary, it's going to be an even bigger time. You guys are providing the entertainment for Saturday night. Pre-registration on the Goals website and on the Gundies website. There may be an incentive for registering early, getting there early. We'll see. Might be a really good time if you're a GOA member with the 50th anniversary, some exclusive stuff that we'll have for the first, what do you want to say, first 100 through the door?
Yeah.
First X amount, and we can add it in later.
And we don't really have a set number yet. I mean, I know there will be. So
Yeah.
we're going to have to let everybody know, like, there is going to be a limited number of physical people that can make it
Yep.
or attend. Because goals obviously far surpass, how many people could fit into a venue. So keep that in mind, guys. Get there early.
It'll be a fun time to just hang out.
Yeah, and it's early.
Relax.
We got a lot of time to figure out what's going to happen.
Like
there's
a
gonna
lot of tasing
be a
too.
lot of surprises.
Yeah.
The whole goal here is to create experiences
Yes.
that are fun, that allow the community to interact with potentially their favorite content creators, their favorite brands, to have something to do Saturday night after they went around just eyeballing all the things they want to buy at goals. So
And remember, we want to get you guys involved. So shoot us DMs, go to Gundies, give us your ideas. If you have ideas for trivia night, that's fun.
All right.
Come on,
I've got an idea.
bring it on.
oh boy,
If there's a tie, there's
Okay.
a tie.
Okay. Yep, that could happen.
wouldn't there be a lot of ties?
I mean,
Oh, at the end of the night.
at
you
the
mean?
end of the night,
Yeah.
if there's a tie, if one team doesn't take it, there's a tie. Instead of doing a question, we should do gel blaster duel. Like 10 paces.
I
do a
love that idea.
Gel
I like
blaster
that.
duel.
I like that.
Are you approval?
Yeah.
As
It'd be
long as
hard
the
to
venue
attract, but I like it. I like that a lot. Yeah, that's fun.
Quick draw.
Yeah, quick draw. I mean, we've done cowboy duels before.
Yeah, there will be a bar, but
well,
we can work
it's a
through
gel
those
blaster.
logistics.
I don't
It's a gel
see
blaster.
that being
I
an
mean-
issue. It's a gel blaster. It's a water ball.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
I love that idea.
that could be fun. That could be a lot of fun, actually. I mean, really, all you need is a paintball mask.
Yeah.
And you're good. Good to go. That would be fun. Good call.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, like ideas like that. So if you guys have ideas and you want to get involved, you have questions, well, I guess that wouldn't work. You can't have questions because you know the answers to those questions. So But ideas, definitely let us know, because I think it would be a lot of fun. And as Ben said, and we all said, it's about our industry, our community, and it's about goals. So if you're at goals, think of things at goals that could represent trivia night.
If you're like me, you are probably slightly addicted to your phone, and that means it is incredibly important who you choose as your cell phone provider.
And now it's time to switch your cell phone service over to Patriot Mobile, a freedom-loving brand that supports the Second Amendment and GOA's mission.
I am a customer of Patriot Mobile as well as a big fan, because Patriot Mobile not only gives great nationwide coverage from the top 3 carriers, but they also support the Second Amendment.
Patriot Mobile is super easy to switch to. It only takes a couple minutes. You can keep your phone, keep your number, and they have a full US-based customer service.
This is why we are proud to be offering 1 month free service plus 15% off of every line with Patriot Mobile when you use code GOA.
Again, that's patriotmobile.com/GOA and use code GOA at checkout to get 1 month free and save 15% off on each additional line.
We're coming down to the end of the podcast. I'd be remiss if we didn't do our segment from the soapbox, where we get to take on the spicier side. We've obviously talked a lot about the Second Amendment community, what's coming up next for the Gundies, some of the stuff that we're going to be doing at not just goals, but throughout the year. You guys are leaders in the space when it comes to marketing. You help a lot of brands. You help a lot of people find the products that they're looking for, not just help with the bottom line from companies. You guys are gun owners first, and I think that shows in a lot of what you're doing. So with what you guys are building with the Gundies and the community, what do you see as the biggest barrier in getting new gun owners to join the community aspect of the Second Amendment and not just purchase something and sit on the fence?
Great question. Well, one, of course, is distribution of content. It's putting the right content so new people that are in our industry, that are interested in our industry, are educating themselves properly. They are not feeling intimidated. And we're starting to see that, actually. We're seeing publications that are very mainstream, that typically would never have, I don't want to say supported our industry, but are showcasing our industry. A lot more women and females are getting involved, new shooters are getting involved, and those publications that are involving themselves to at least show that side of things without putting a political spin on it, without them saying specifically this is bad or good, this is just who they are, this is how they do it, letting those individuals speak freely and sharing the words that they're saying specifically to the public, to the American public, without their own interpretation on it, is extremely helpful, because then they're actually seeing the true side of these people. It's not some crazy guy behind a counter trying to sell you a 44 Magnum walking into a 9mm, right? It's there's no bias involved. It's just protection or feeling empowered or the sport or shooting, whatever it may be. That's the biggest thing that I'm seeing happening, that more mainstream media outlets, whether it be print or digital, whatever the case may be, let our voices being heard in the way we're speaking, not being reinterpreted by their opinions to then put some sort of negative tone to letting those new people that are interested, letting them get the experience themselves without any type of influence.
Yeah, I'd like to kind of preface my answer with saying that we're already seeing that change. Like we're seeing a lot more content creators and brands beginning to understand that the demographic of our industry and community is different from what it was even 5 years ago. And we still have a long way to go. But I think if someone's trying to get into the space, and one of the speaking to those in our community and in our industry, it would be creating content that represents who that new customer is. You know, so if I don't look like me and I'm not the standard gun owner, I'm going to want to see someone that looks like me. Well, not me, but you know, whoever they are, doing these activities, right? Because you hear the old bearded white dude that's trying to sell you, like Will said, the pink Ruger LCP because you're a 120-pound white girl. Like that's an immediate turnoff, right? So we work with a good amount of gun stores that have younger women working in them, and they see it all the time. There's this influx of young mothers and completely different customers that you wouldn't typically expect to see going into these brick and mortar stores. But like we've talked about in the past, that starts online. So I think kind of to sum that up, we need to do, as a community, we need to do a better job representing those up and coming demographics in the space.
And what would you say for those that feel like they have a good idea or maybe want to pick up a camera but don't know where to start? The aspiring content creator, what is your piece of advice? What are the things that you think is missing from the space currently?
Yeah, good question. Well, one, picking up a camera, the easiest thing is to be who you are. Because if you start off right off the gate trying to represent something you're not, you're going to see that. You're only going to be able to put that mask on for so long. So if you're in our industry and you love something very specific, or you're interested in learning about something very specific, stick with that. Start there. Start with that actual interest that's making you want to not only be involved, but then also making you want to record that or share that content and share with others what your passion is. Don't deviate because you saw something else that might have gotten 1 million likes or something. Don't deviate from your own plan because you think that type of content is doing better than yours. Stick with what your plan is, because consistency and being authentic is absolutely the most important thing you can do. And from your next question, what type of content is missing? We cover, I would say the industry is doing a really good job of covering quite a bit. But I think still focusing on that new female, just new shooter in general. It's not shooter is not the right, new firearm enthusiast is a much better term for that. The new firearm enthusiast that is interested in purchasing their new firearm, those are the types of individuals that have the most questions. They're going to, be essentially, age doesn't matter. They could be 18, 21 or older, right? Depends when they decided to make that introduction to firearms. And also along the way, hunting. Hunting is a great opportunity to incorporate that at a very interesting level, from self-sustaining to understanding how to survive, how to do these things to feel empowered. It's not just the firearm itself. It's what that knowledge of a firearm can do for you in a situation to where you want to feel empowered. So protection, food, all of those things are big parts and components to that aspect. So content like that does do really good.
Yeah, that kind of goes into my answer of from the content perspective, and this plays into if I was doing this for the first time. One, the consistency, the authenticity. Most people, the next generation of gun people are not gun people. Guns should just become part of your daily life. So whether you love to review purses or you love to do whatever, guns fit into those. I think I've used this example in the past. The whole outfit, OOTD, outfit of the day content, that you're seeing a lot more women that are just involving concealed carry. And they're not, they're not a gun influencer. They're just women that carry a gun every day. And I think that is what this next generation is going to be. And two, people trying to get into the space that are trying to become the content creator, post every single day. Do not wait till it's perfect. Do not wait till you have a set. The only way you're going to get better on camera is just to put the content out there. It's going to be cringy at first. You'll get better. You don't need an overly produced piece of content anymore. People want that authentic. They want you to be authentic, and they want to have They want to have an honest relationship with you as a content creator.
Well, Ben, I couldn't have said it any better. Guys, we appreciate you guys being on the show again. I have some ideas. We can figure this out. So make sure, again, comment on YouTube, on Rumble, on our Instagram, on our every social media thing for Say the Second. Comment your ideas for trivia night. So any parting words to the folks before we leave?
I don't know. What you got? Anything?
I was going to say thank you for having us again. Look forward to many more podcasts to come with you guys. And really looking forward to goals this year. It's going to be a lot of fun. I mean, it's always fun. But now, even a little bit more fun. So thank you guys for partnering with us. And thank you for letting us trust in the Gundies to do it at goals. And it means a lot. So thank you.
Yeah. We're excited, guys. Thank you.
All right,
It's our pleasure. We're excited.
All right, guys. So make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the little bell for notification. Make sure to get your tickets for Goals happening August 1st and 2nd in beautiful Des Moines, Iowa. GOA's 50th anniversary celebration. And we will catch you on the next one.